Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height.
Drive! Oh, split-second reaction.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Mbappe, can he get on the end of this? Triol spots it and intercepts. And the counter is on. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pedri, Nesta, Rodri, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Scholes. And it's Scholes. Alexander-Arnold purring through the gears, looking for options for movement. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. This looks promising. Now, who's going to be first to this? Vitinha. Oh, well played. Madrid are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, it's come loose. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Scholes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Guardiola. Oh, important interception. Chance! It's in! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. It's a mighty effort! Dispatched clinically! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser and we're all square. And it's half-time here. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Madrid get the second half started.
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Scholes. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Pedri with the cross. Tries to pass it through, and it's been played through. Rodri. Oh, they could break here. Kaká. Caceres calmly anticipates. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when...
He's tried one! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
I think there's actually a...
Scores! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Now it's Kaka. Oh, that's clever. Oh, he's been flattened there. Caceres gets it away. Back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Kaka. Shot and a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That is lovely. And Cruyff! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Kaka plays it short. Played in. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Swings in across. Caceres attempts a clearance. Vinicius Junior, and that's been intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He is through here, and he decides to cross it. Pedri! And that was very necessary. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Kaka. He's having a go! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Well, he's not getting any further than that. Now it's Kaka.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Goes for a shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of...
And that will be it. Madrid illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. That is good alertness. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal. And this is Lewandowski. It's a pretty loose pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Look at the space here. Shot, surely! Oh, it's come off the upright. Madrid are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Knocks it into space. Vinicius Junior delivers the ball. Everton Ribeiro. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That pass isn't the best. Everton Ribeiro is... Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Mbappe. Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. That has been knocked clear. There's a sharp little ball here. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. This ended up in no man's land. We expected better, and so did he. He has found a way through. Vinicius Junior. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're underway again. So the first half brought no goals. Scholes. Oh, it's Batistuta. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Azar. Back into the middle. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Now that's well seen too. Guardiola. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Mbappe. Scholes. Yamal. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it out wide. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Delivered across. Seems to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what a... Can he finish? He scores! And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Yamal. He's felt that, hasn't he?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Yamal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now there's a fine ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Scholes gets into a good position, crosses it in. Oh, great header! That was not done well. And one more try! And that may well be that. That is that. Madrid have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role.
Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Rafa Silva gets it clear. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he cuts out the supply. That's been cut out, well played. Scholes. Scholes! Yamal swings it across. Oh, he's been caught, and the finish! Goal! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nicely spread. Yamal's Batistuta! Denied by an instinctive save.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a really well-measured ball. Madrid are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Guardiola. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Looking for the run. Van Dijk. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Guardiola promptly onto that, and that is that. Yamal, probing pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. It'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Guardiola. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Rafa Silva quietly revving up. Caceres. It's Van Dijk. Well, we expected better, and so... And he's let fly! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a cute ball. Yamal receives it in a wide position. This possibly the last play of the half. Van Bouten is there. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Madrid can be fairly satisfied. It scores! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Silva. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Played out to the right, looking to play him in. David Villa is onto this. Caceres. And here's the chance to counter. Scholes. And here's Batistuta. Aimed beyond the defence. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Back into the middle. Vinicius Junior. He has found the way through. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Yamal. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Kukçu. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Yamal's cross. Thuram gets good distance on it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ambitious ball here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Trion makes the interception. Caceres. Now, can they get him away? Fired deep towards the back post. And that's the keeper's ball. That's at the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Batistuta. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Yamal, and it's been played through. Here comes the corner, and we have our very first corner. Delivered with swing, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. Good play on the left-hand side here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Messi, and this is Neymar. And they've got rid. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener. That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Costa Curta.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rice. Mbappe. 30 minutes gone. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Batistuta. Nice interception, well timed. And it's Scholes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that's neat. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Yamal, aimed beyond the defence. Cross from Scholes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Scholes. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Half-time nearly with us. They will... Scholes! He went for the corner. Rijkaard.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Belletti. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Security
So your
staff
views on the
each
first
block.
half?
Please
Solid.
report to the
Very
staff
solid,
immediately.
actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Good try, very good try, in fact.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. And the pass is intercepted. Rodri.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. No, that's been intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
It's a good run down the right. Yamal has a look inside the box. Delivers with whip. Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. Caceres. Now it's Neymar. That's been cut out, well played. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Messi.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Now it's Yamal. Can he get onto this?
That's just playing it safe and simple. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Mbappe. Number 8, Messi. Number 6, Neymar. Number 11, Pep Guardiola. Coming on the field.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that might be that,
Number
Peter.
21,
Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Number 10, Van Basten. Number 17, Beckham. Substitution.
Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And time is up. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's a throw-in. Decent progress down the left. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he welcomes it in. Oh, a robust challenge. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Oh, it's a great chance! He scored! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He slings it in. Adams attempts a clearance. Tries from distance. Torres! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Aimed beyond the defence. Good ball, good take. Adams is there and he can get that clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now this could be a chance. Oh, right place, right time. Goes down, but nothing given. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently... It scores! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Oh, what has happened here? Galatasaray are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Vinicius Junior.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
A decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. He rises! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And this is Torres.
2 added minutes has been
Beckham
indicated.
in acres of space out wide. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Madrid go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's managed to get free. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Baresi gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Guardiola. And he's let fly! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Corner number 2 then. There's the header! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Marmoush is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, that is a good challenge from him.
Galatasaray really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's on it, can he get away? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Face to face with the keeper. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there.
That is Stuta! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much.
Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Madrid are closing in on a comfortable win. Back into the middle, shot could be on. Big chance! It's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And the shot! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's got away, shot a goal! Oh, terrific save. Marmouche. Strong running down that left flank. And that has put a halt to things. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Madrid pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they want. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
You know, for me...
Oh, Aubameyang! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, looks a smashing... There's the header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Aubameyang really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this is Torres. Torres stood his ground strongly. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Aubameyang. Nicely intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
This is just off target. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Hazard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Scholes.
That was lovely, that.
Drive, it's Scholes!
Scholes made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Scholes goes short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Rodri. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Torres. Costa Curta makes the interception. Aubameyang looking to get on the end of this. Yamal. Madrid finding their passes. And that should get the job done. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted. Rodri. And it's Scholes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball.
Aubameyang really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Torres, passing is crisp and sharp. Caceres. Taken back almost at once. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
He's had a shot! Good try, very good try, in fact. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Some good work on the right flank here. He won't be happy with that one. That's an imaginative pass. Looking to play him in, and he was quick to react. Nicked it back promptly. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Caceres. Vinicius Junior.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yamal. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Aubameyang. That's been cut out, well played. Yamal gets into some space. Cross goes in there. Tries to get it clear. He's tried one! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Substitution on the field, number 8. Hazard.
It's their second corner of the game.
The field is number 20, Owen.
That has been knocked clear. And it's Scholes. That's a good ball out wide. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Priol promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's made its way to him. Oh, what a real chance! It's in! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
No space, no prop. Face to face with the keeper. And he's there to melt it away. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Number 22.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Number 14, Ruben Neves.
No, again there's no way through. Scholes, and this is Torres. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. The final moments of a game that Scholes! So close to drawing level.
Scholes is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Aubameyang. Number 18, Batistuta. Coming on the field,
He's had it nicked away.
Erling Haaland.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Looking for the run.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
It's out for a goal kick. 4 added minutes on the board. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chance! And it's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! It is a... So that's it. It is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Zico! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! First blood drawn.
Goal!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, good take and a good ball! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Ferdinand, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's rather hopeful. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nicely shaped ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's been cut out, well played. He has found the way through. Nice interception, well timed. He can get that clear. Rodri. 5 minutes till the break. Spread neatly, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's a fine interception. Cruyff, and it's Bale. Looking for options for movement.
There will
Puyol
be
deals
1
with that
minute added
comfortably.
time.
Adams. And the half-time whistle goes. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Roberto Carlos tries to play it through. He's found a way through. Cross flung into... He rises! He scores! The second half off to a spectacular start. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now it's Bale. Great vision. He has a look up. Real chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal receives it. Big header! No, not the best of headers. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Scholes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass somewhat off target. Scholes. And no, he's seen through all of that. Scholes really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And he's been shifted off it. Check, punts it upfield.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos. Deftly away. And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Takes a shot! Tries to play it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely weighted ball. That is a brilliant interception. Piqué gets rid without sophistication. Yamal might just make this. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Cafu plays a sharp little ball here. So we're still where we started right now. Guardiola. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And he plays one through. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Cáceres. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. And they've been given a corner. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Scholes. Has a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's got to be in here! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Batistuta. Rodri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution.
And the action is back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, important interception. Scholes. Vinicius Junior. And that's put paid to a promising move. Out towards the flank. Aimed in towards... He's got two! Harmlessly behind. And he's on his way! Scholes. That's good running with the ball. Scholes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Serginho. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He won't be happy with that one. Serginho. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Alexander-Arnold. And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Mbappe. Guardiola. And Jamal. He is through here. Hit into the middle.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Played back in. And he's taking no chances there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Costa Curta. Scholes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Serginho. What a throw in. There's the crossfield ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's a searching pass. Serginho. Chooses to go cross-field. Cafu. Ball's gone out of play. And that should get the job done.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And there goes the final whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable.
And it's ended.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
A big round.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Leroy Sané. He's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball at his feet. He knows where the goal is too, and his finishing is both precise and very effective. He's going to add a real dynamism to this forward line, either looking for the through ball on the counter or taking on his man and going on his own.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. There's the header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Saliba attempts a clearance. And he's had a hit! Oh, nearly. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Applies the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. Now, can he find a finish? And he shoots! Goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Madrid have decent chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. It's a promising position. Sané with the cross. That's a decent clearance. It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Neither of these two has a shot! And that tested the keeper.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
He has found the way through. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's a little off target. Cáceres, and he's managed to get free. And this is Scholes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's really well cleared. But they've got it again. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Pass somewhat off target. Cleared without complication. And they've got a throw. And here's Yamal. Ball driven. He rises! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's gone for goal. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well, there's the clearance. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Madrid in control at half-time, 2-0. And we are back on the way. And that's another throw. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Great chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Goes for the shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Corner number 2 then. Vinicius Junior! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Caceres. Caceres charging forward, the ball at his feet. The ball goes in. Yamal is flagged offside. Madrid are 2 up early in the second half. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Out to the right. Caceres kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He might be in here! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. In comes the corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Yamal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
It's more a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Batistuta. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the shot, and Batistuta! Rodri. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Rodri. He's having a go! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Still goalless at the moment. It's a searching pass. Caceres. Nicely shaped ball. Played into space out wide. He has a look up. He's had a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Tries to pass it through. Looking for the run. Batistuta. Vinicius Junior looking for a run-up. That's good vision. And he thumps it clear. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but
he's given it away! Rodri. Doué. Batistuta. It's gone for a throw-in. Diogo Costa. Oh no, this does not look good! Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Rodri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that is a little undercooked. Guardiola. And it's Doué. Looking to play him in. Batistuta! He's scored!
well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
There will be one.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Chance for a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the back. And Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Played into space. And that has been cleared. Rijkaard stood his ground strongly. Fires it in low. Adams gets it clear. Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. Guardiola. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Scholes. Yamal.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Caceres. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Caceres promptly onto that, and that is that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And now they can clear their lines. Saliba. Gabriel. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Batistuta. Alexander-Arnold attempts a clearance. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Batistuta.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
That's a good ball out wide. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's a very decent big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Batistuta. And that's it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Vinicius Junior voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Visit to our official store where memorabilia
Your final
from
thoughts,
today's
Jim?
match are
Yeah,
now
this
available.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome
This
to
is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement. Pedri. To Gerrard. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Caceres. Vinicius Junior. That has not gone well. Roberto Carlos. And it's Pedri. That's Gerrard. It's a good ball out wide.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Van Dijk. It's a really well-measured ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Yamal. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Vinicius Junior. Well read, nice interception. Costa Curta. Totti. Nicely spread. That's an imaginative pass. No, that's been intercepted. Pedri can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Messi. Totti. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Mbappe. Gerrard. Van Dijk. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal. Flashes it across. Cleared without complication. Neymar. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello, everybody, and a quick announcement.
Reflections
now.
on the
We'd
first
like to
half?
ask you all
Well,
to
simply
kindly
put,
stay
Peter,
seated
they
during the
haven't been
match.
good enough
Thank you
to
for your
trouble the
cooperation.
opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Here we go again then. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Neymar. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Oh, he's quite The pro, the speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And it's Pedri.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's face-to-face with the keeper. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The
Shoots! Goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Pedri, can he get it through? A header! Yes! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Barcelona might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's been cut out, well played. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. Xavi Alonso. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Messi. And he lines up a cross. Puyol can get it clear. And a chance! And he's found the net! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Puskas really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And he can clear it away.